Welcome to Low Slow Flow. My name is Randell Lusk. Please join me on your mat in a comfortable seated position. Take a few moments here just to ground down into your body and to find your way to your breath. Ground down into your seat and grow up through your spine, reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And then from the space between the sit bones and the top of your head, take a deep breath in and clear, sigh your breath out. Do that again. Deep breath in. Ground and clear out. Take just a couple more moments here to tune into yourself and to reconnect your mind with your breath and with your being and your body. Place your right hand off to the side, tenting it or placing it flat to the floor, and reach your left arm up and over to the right side, moving your spine into a lateral bend. Feel how this gives you space into the left side waist. And give a good breathing into your left lungs and the side ribs. Take one more deep breath in. When you breathe out, cross your left hand to your right knee, coming into a seated spinal twist. Really rely on the strength of your core versus your arms to create the rotation in your spine. And of course, be breathing. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, come back to center and then switch sides. Tent your left hand to the left and now reach your right arm up and over, side bending and opening the right side of your body. One more breath in. When you exhale, cross your right hand to your left knee and twist in the opposite direction. Envision the spiral of your spine as you rotate. And see your breath moving along the spiral of your backbones, flushing out anything that's stuck or stagnant, beginning to clear. One more deep breath in. And when you exhale, unravel and face forward on your mat. Come over onto your hands and your knees, positioning yourself in tabletop. We'll now move into flexion and extension of the spine by moving through cat-cow. So as you exhale, round your spine towards the ceiling. When you inhale, drop down your belly, arc forward your heart, and even lift your chin and gaze. By now, really challenge yourself to lengthen your inhale and lengthen your exhale, so that when you pair your body's movement onto your breath's movement, everything feels long and deliberate. Everything feels like it's being done on purpose. Continue to move your spine, wake up your spine, just with these simple cat-cow movements. Now back at center, inhale, raise your right arm up to the ceiling. When you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left arm without landing on the ground. Repeat that. Reach up as you inhale, and then thread down and under as you exhale your breath. Go one more time. Reach up and breathe up. And this time when you thread down and under, land down on the side of your shoulder and the side of your head. Threading the needle. You might leave your left hand where it's at, or go ahead and wrap your left arm behind your back and start to feel some more space in the left shoulder head, as well as some more space between your right shoulder blade and the center of your back. Let the breath be slow and let your body guide you to where the breath needs to be. To where you need to release and to let go. Take one more deep breath in. When you exhale, replace your left hand to the floor. Return your right arm up into the ceiling. Open up your chest. Inhale. Exhale, circle your right arm back and down and then reach forward and up on the inhale. Repeat, back and down, exhale. And forward and up, inhale your breath. Again, back and down. And then forward and pause. Next, kick your left leg behind you. And then curl in as you exhale, tap elbow to knee. Repeat that a few more times. Inhale to reach out and kick out. And exhale, curl in and tap the knee and elbow. Again, kick and reach and breathe in. And then set your hand and your knee down to the ground as you breathe out. Let's do the second side. So inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread under. Again, reach up, breathing in. Thread under, breathe out. You got it. One more time, reach up and breathe up. Exhale, thread under and land down on left shoulder and on your left ear. Pausing here, again, feel the pocket of space between your left shoulder blade and your spine opening. And then choose whether or not you're going to wrap your right arm behind your back now. Ideally, you're doing to one side what you did to the previous side, but let's not make it a rule. Let's not put our bodies in danger of injury, but rather listen how one side of the body speaks without being dictated by the other. Okay, exhale, release the right hand down and reach your left arm up, up, up. Big wingspan, inhale. Circle back and down, exhale. Move forward and up and breathe in. Back and down as you breathe out. Again. Forward and up, inhale. And back and down, exhale. This time reach forward and pause. Kick your right leg behind you, inhale. Curl under as you exhale, tap elbow to knee. Kick and reach and breathe in. Curl under and tap as you breathe out. You got it. Again, kick and reach, breathe in. Curl under and tap as you breathe out. One last time, kick and reach and pause. Now at the same time, set your hand and your knee to the floor, regaining tabletop position. Next, hover your knees off of the floor and slowly lift your hips up into what's probably a short downward dog. Breathe in. And when you breathe out, bring your knees back down into that hovering position. Don't touch the floor. And then go back up with the hips, short downward facing dog. Again, bend at the knees and slowly with control come to hover down. Downward facing dog, inhale. Good, last time, come down to hover. And then lift up, up, up and back, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, take a deep breath in, hold the shape, and clear your breath out. Now walk your hands slowly to your feet so you can fold over your legs at the rear of your mat, the back of your mat. Cross your arms into one another. Let your knees bend any amount. Just do what they ask you to do, especially this early on in class. Really give yourself the space to let your upper body hang, the spine to hang to traction, your head and your neck to hang. Last breath in. Drop down your arms, exhale. And now slowly roll up to stand. Inhale, inhale, inhale until you're all the way topped up, Tadasana. And sigh out. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, just pull your hands down in front of you, still standing. Do that again. Reach up, breathe in. Pull your hands down in front of you. Breathe your breath out. This last time, reach up and inhale. Now forward fold back down to the ground as you exhale your breath. Take a halfway rise, breathe in. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Now take a regular downward dog, so a touch longer than where we began. the finger pads gripped. Inhale, come forward into a plank position. And when you exhale, slowly return your hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Repeat, come forward, ride the breath. Inhale, plank position. And exhale, downward facing dog. One last time, come forward, breathe in. Then when you breathe out, lower your knees and then lower your chest all the way to the mat. Reach your arms back by your sides, and with the tops of your feet pinned to the floor, ground down through your pubic bone and back your shoulder blades, and now peel your chest and your forehead off of the mat. Keep growing your tailbone back. You might even lift your legs here in a locust pose. You might even hover your hands here in the locust pose. Whatever shape you're in, let your breath be the most purposeful part of the practice. Exhale, come back down. Do that again. Hover up your limbs, your feet, your arms, your chest, and exhale, return down. Repeat this movement 2 more times. So inhale, come up into locust, and exhale, lower your way back down. One last time up, breathe in, then come down as you breathe out. Leave your hands on the floor just beneath your shoulders now and rise into Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Inhale. Staying here, exhale, keep your legs strong. One more breath in and sink your chest down to the mat. Rise again, Cobra Pose. Peel your chest off the floor and bring your head up like it's an afterthought. And exhale, lower down onto the ground. One more time, peel up, Cobra Pose, breathing in and snake your way down to the ground again as you breathe out. Once you're down, rest here for a moment, stacking your hands. Make a pillow for your forehead to rest on and give your hips a little wiggle to the left and to the right. Inhale deeply and open your mouth and sigh out against the earth. We'll come into a chest stretch now. So take your right arm off to the side. I like to do this with a 90-degree bend in my elbow. Some of you will use a straight right arm. With your eyes turned to the left, leverage your left hand on the floor to pick your left chest up off of the mat. And then step your left leg just behind your right leg. I'm doing this with a straight left leg. You might bend your leg. Now, the shape doesn't take much to get into the opening of your right chest wall. And I also remind you or encourage you to be small with the movement rather than large so that you don't risk injuring your shoulder. Be really patient with yourself. Breath in, clearing, exhale, sigh from your mouth. One more inhale. When you exhale, release back to center. Again, make a little pillow with your hands, rest your forehead, and wiggle your hips side to side. Set up now for the second side. So now you're going to focus on opening the left side of your chest. The opposite side is the last. So as you start to settle into the second side, go in without any expectations, as the second side might feel very different from the first side. And so we want to be listening to the body, using the breath to connect the mind to the body so that we don't race past the signals, the cues that the body is giving us. We're not missing the requests and the needs. We're not missing what we need to let go of. Draw your lungs full up of breath. And sigh, clear out. Do that one more time. Inhale. Sigh, exhale, and release down out of the posture. Resting at center, feel the sensations in your body, feel the shifts you're already creating. Next, come to lay onto your back. So just flip over like a little pancake. Lay with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. We'll come into a bridge pose. So position your arms in robot. In other words, bend your elbows at 90 degrees. Push down with your feet and then lift your hips up. Bridge your hips up towards the ceiling. Now either keep your arms where they're at or lay your arms flat onto the floor, palms turned down. Or shimmy your shoulders underneath your back, your shoulder blades underneath your back, and catch your hands together and lace up your fingers. I'm staying with the palms flat on the floor, making this practice extra slow for myself today, but you give yourself what you need. Give yourself what allows you more space to breathe and more space to be in your body. Take one more deep breath in. And then when you exhale, slowly bring your spine back down to the mat, bone by bone by bone. And then once your spine is down, knock your knees into each other. Place your hands onto your body, onto your chest, onto your belly, wherever they naturally land. Just feel for your pulse, feel for your breath beneath the palms of your hands. Deep breath in and sigh out. Prepare for a second round of bridge pose. So you can come back into the robot arms. You could leave your arms flat onto the floor. Wherever you're at with your arms, again, really leverage the ground with your feet to raise your hips up into the air. And as the hips go up, hook your tailbone towards your inner knees and imagine you had a foam block, or you could even use a foam block. Squeeze it between your knees. And again, if you prefer, if you'd like to take this and next step deeper, further, or just adding another step on, it's to join your hands together underneath your back. On the next exhale, once again, bone by bone, set your spine back down onto the ground, releasing from the bridge shape. Just lie onto your mat. Let the breath lift and lower the belly. Let a sigh escape if it needs to. Next, lay into Supta Baddha Konasana. So in other words, make a diamond shape with your legs as you lie on the floor. You can set your feet quite close to your groin, or if that's uncomfortable, slide your feet further down the mat away from yourself. Blocks make for a really comfortable prop in this pose. So if you have 2 blocks on hand and you feel tight across the groin, just pop blocks underneath the sides of your thighs and let yourself lie here in a relaxed state with a steady breath. Take a deep breath in, sigh out. Now bring your knees back together. And cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So it's a reclined pigeon pose. You could always leave your left foot on the floor, especially if you feel quite tight in the hips. Otherwise, draw the package of your legs towards you and thread your right arm through so that you can catch your left shin with both of your hands. Flex your right ankle quite deeply and notice how that further distinguishes the stretch in your right hip, or most likely it further distinguishes a deeper stretch in your hip. Move your breath into the places of sensation. Move your breath to where you feel stuck or sticky. One more deep breath in. Sigh out your exhale. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. When you exhale, release the shape of your legs. Now straighten your left leg down your mat, but keep your right knee bent. Move into a reclined spinal twist. So cross your right leg over to the left. Reach your right arm over to the right so that this rotation is carried up the full length of your spine. As you twist through the waist, you're also getting a gentle opening across your chest. If this is pinchy in your groin or low back, just simply fold your left leg, which is your bottom leg, underneath your right leg for support from below. One more deep breath in. Exhale, sigh, untwist, and then head on into the second side. So cross your left ankle on your right thigh now. So that reclined pigeon shape. Either leaving your right foot on the floor in a very restorative offering, or take it deeper by holding on to your right leg. Laying here, continue to feel your breath. Continue to have your mind rest on the breath. The rise of the inhale and the fall of the exhale. One more deep breath in. Long sigh, breath goes out. Release your right leg down your mat and prepare for the reclined spinal twist on the second side. So hug your left knee in towards your chest and guide your left knee over to the right. Using your right hand, free your left arm to lie onto the ground out beside you. And again, if this is pinchy in the groin or low back, just simply bend both of your legs in the reclined spinal twist. Let it be easy. Let it be slow. Feel as though your body is sinking into the earth, creating a body-shaped imprint on the ground beneath you. You are so supported here. Allow yourself to let go. Come out of the twist when you're ready and just stretch out into Shavasana, final shape. Prop yourself in any way necessary. That could mean using a cushion or your blocks behind the backs of your knees. It could mean elevating your chest and your head, again with blocks or a cushion. Take the time necessary to set yourself up for deep relaxation in this final posture. The nervous system is relaxed. Your mind, its brain waves are slowed. This is time for integration. This is time for any remaining tension of the body, of the mind, of the heart, of your being to drop down out of you. Remain in this shape for as long as you like, perhaps even drifting off to sleep. Only coming up when you feel ready, when your body has notified you that the practice is complete.